Hello everyone and welcome to another show of The Great Ones. And before we go to the fifth world champion, Max Euwe, well, I would like to spend one show on a great player, Efim Bogoljubov, or, well, Bogoljubov, Bogo, the Bogo-Indian is named after him, right? Well, he was two times played the world championship against Alekhine, 1929 and 34, and I feel that the score wasn't doing justice for him, but, well, all right, let's go to the start. He was born in Kiev, well, at that time the Russian Empire, today it will be Ukraine, in 1889. He started playing chess, in started to be quite a strong player in his early 20s. Actually, his first game against Alekhine in 1913, St. Petersburg, already Alekhine was a strong player, and Alekhine blundered and Bogoljubov won. Well, the rest of their career wasn't that smooth for Bogoljubov. Some interesting stories about him. Well, one, he played a tournament together with Alekhine and other Russian players in Germany. They played in 1914 in Mannheim, and World War I just broke, and basically they were taken as prisoners by Germany. I mean, that's quite incredible. The 11 players that played in that tournament, few of them were released quite immediately. Alekhine was one of them, but Bogoljubov wasn't, and basically he played some chess in Germany during those years, pretty much winning most of the tournaments there. He made a quick comeback, came back to Mother Russia, I believe in 24, 25, 26, but shortly after it came back to Germany, and basically he was a German player because of that. He was, a prisoner of war or something like that, or, well, wasn't really, in a camp or anything, but wasn't allowed to leave Germany and made it his home. His biggest ever success was winning the Moscow 1925 tournament, which was absolutely a great score. I mean, he won with 15.5 points out of 20 games, actually a great score. But maybe more important, it is 1.5 points before Emanuel Lasker, previous world champion, and 2 full points ahead of the current world champion, right? It's 1925. So that was absolutely a great score, although he lost his game to Capablanca. But around this time, 1925 to the very early 30s, he was absolutely one of the top players in the world. I would say clearly top 5 if we count Alekhine, Capablanca, Nimzowitsch, and Bogoljubov. All right, the matches he played were, as I mentioned, very clear-cut in Alekhine's score. I believe he won both of them with +6. But the games were a bit less clear. We will touch them in a minute. Well, okay, 2 very funny quotes, or very nice quotes from Bogoljubov, and we will start with chess. One, Bogoljubov said, and I'm quoting the exact translation, "When I'm white, I win because I'm white." Of course, it means playing white. "And when I'm black, I win because I'm Bogoljubov." Well, tiny arrogant, but one has to still think that this is a funny one. And the other one, which I do believe that Kasparov would definitely agree with the next quote, is, "To have a knight planted in your game on the king 6 square, right? King 6 square, to have a knight planted over there, basically is referring to e3 and e6, right? E3, e6. Let's also give it d3 and d6